Whoa.
What's that?
Hey guys, welcome to Fever Recommends. Today we are talking about one of Netflix's most popular movies. It's breaking all the records, and why won't you look it up? Because it stars Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill, all of them in one movie. Such heavyweights. How can you not look this up?
Yeah, like that star cast keeps rolling in and I'm like, whoa.
So it's directed by Adam McKay, and the movie it begins with a couple of scientists who discover that a comet Dibiasky, they name it after her, it's making its way towards Earth.
Yeah.
And they estimate the coordinates and they find out that we only have about 6 months to live.
Yeah, that's like the very beginning. Just a normal day at work with Jennifer Lawrence listening to music. But then boom, there's a comet and it's coming towards the Earth. And then like suddenly it became serious.
So it's a satirical comedy.
Yeah.
I love the writing in this movie.
Yeah.
It's pure genius. They've captured the emotion so very well. And what do you do when you find out that there is a comet headed towards Earth that could wipe everything off? They first go towards the government, they inform NASA, and then immediately the White House beckons them. They call them in. They are sitting in the White House. However, once they enter the White House, they know that things are moving in a completely different pace here.
Yeah, I mean they're talking politics, and you know it happens all the time to people who are just involved in research and all of those things. I feel because like everyday things must seem so boring to them.
Yeah.
Like White House, they're talking politics, but these guys have been made to wait for one whole day. They come on the previous morning, and then they wait for one whole day and night and everything. And I'm sorry, I have to bring this up. In the White House, the guy who is responsible, I think the commander, the general, he charges them for free snacks. And
it's so funny.
Yeah,
there are so many little funny moments like this.
Yeah.
And after a day's wait, finally they get to meet the president. The president is being played by Meryl Streep, and it's amazing because Meryl Streep you can't help but draw parallels to the Trump administration and what's happening in the White House in this movie. And Meryl Streep, who's always voiced about how she feels about Donald Trump, is playing Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. It's golden how this moment is actually captured. And then once they get to know about it, they are hardly bothered about it because they say
tight and assess.
Yeah, they just say we'll sit and assess. They'll bring in all the expertise from Caltech universities, from all the Harvards and of the world and everything, and then they finally get to know that this is happening. But in the meantime, because these guys are not taking them seriously, these two scientists then go to media houses.
Yeah, and they co-host or they do a segment on a morning show, which is supposed to be a happy, fun show for Americans to get up to and feel good.
Yeah, the Daily Rip is what it's
where
called.
They meet Ariana Grande and she scolds this guy, mind your own business, old guy.
So they're sitting in the same room, in the green room with Ariana Grande, and Ariana Grande is given more importance than them.
Yeah.
And then when Jennifer Lawrence says that, why aren't you taking me seriously? I'm trying to tell you that the world is going to end. She becomes meme.
And then she's never back on that show again.
Yeah.
That's it for her. She's out of it.
So everyone starts making memes out of it.
Yeah.
And the way this reflects reality is so funny and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the genius of this movie.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many bits where, there is something building up, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Leonardo DiCaprio's anger in that where he pens it out on those people
That's
on the studio.
That's the meltdown moment.
And then in the meltdown, they cut it in between. I love that where, there is something that's left for the imagination because you don't have to show every scene to its end. Yeah. And there are a lot of scenes which are just like abruptly cut and it shifts.
Yeah.
The music shifts, the imagination shifts, everything shifts.
Yeah, so right from the very beginning, they are constantly showing products that people in the movie are using. It's from a company called Bash. And then the CEO of Bash comes in. And the CEO of Bash obviously looks like the CEO of Apple. And then he's loosely also based on Elon Musk, how he travels into outer space and how they have a huge stake in what's happening across the world because they are dominating technology.
Even that scene where he's first introduced is funny, where that little girl asks, "Can I speak?" and he's like, "No." With a flat face. Yeah. So he's basically an evil
watches therapeutic
capitalist.
cat videos to calm himself
Yeah,
down.
he's the typical capitalist, I feel.
And I love that that presentation he gives where there's an announcement that says no direct eye contact,
no ugly expressions.
Oh man, it's like there are so many funny moments like this, and he has a huge say in what's happening with this project that they are set on to save the world.
I was shocked when that thing was course corrected to fall back, and it was all planned. Like, people care about money more than their own lives. I mean, it's so real. That's why it's satirical.
It's so real. And here's an interesting fact, right? So Adam McKay, when they first started making the movie, this was before 2020. So there wasn't any COVID in the picture.
Okay.
But the way we look at the movie right now, you can't help but draw parallels to, it looks like this is how the government handled COVID as well.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's true. One way or another, I also feel Leonardo DiCaprio is the perfect guy to be playing this part, because he's so vocal about climate change and how the world is
That's
ending
what this
sooner.
movie was supposed to be about climate change.
Yeah, and how the world is ending sooner than we expected. Of course, now it makes more sense than ever because of COVID. We all know it's like, unexpected.
And now, no matter how many times people may say that the world is ending, let's face it, we may not take it that seriously at all. Also because of multimedia and everyone's opinions, right?
Yeah.
So even the flat earthers have a space on the internet. Everyone's opinion has a space on the internet. Yeah. So if I one fine day start saying that the world is going to end, I may get a following, and that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
how can you even... How seriously can you take it is my question.
Can you take information in today's world?
Yeah. See, if the governments can take it seriously and do something about it, then that's great. Yeah. But like other people, what is the point of taking it like too seriously? At the end, they're just having dinner, making like mindless conversations, right?
I love those little visuals that they've put. It could be a bee that's swarming around a flower. It could be a baby being born. They put these little images that are so symbolic, and how what exactly does a family mean in a situation like this? That's rounded off beautifully. And what are you going to do by the end of the day when the world gets wiped out?
There's one scene where you said the director intentionally put a cameraman into the frame.
Yeah, so there is a scene, I think in the 1 hour 28th minute, you can actually see cameras rolling these actors, and the director has intentionally kept that in the cut because to show that it's a dysfunctional world.
Yeah,
it's a dysfunctional world that we are living in.
True.
After all of this, a few really rich people end up escaping this rut, and they go to outer space
to be killed by
other
really
weird creatures.
Really weird creatures similar to dinosaurs or something. Yeah. 22,000 years later, they waited 22,000 years to get killed in like 20 seconds after that.
Watch it for all the right reasons, not just the star cast, the writing, the way they've captured the emotions. It's a great watch. Don't look up.
Yeah, Don't Look Up. It's on Netflix, so like now because of the third wave and all, you don't even have to step out. You just have to look up.